Hi guys, welcome to Build for Us. My name is Louis and today we are installing a new radiator and thermo fans on this rig to keep the engine cool. First things first that we have to do is drain the coolant out of the radiator, remove all this intake pipe, brackets and the thermo fan, and this Colorado radiator is pretty easy designed. You just undo the auto hose, undo the brackets and it should lift straight out. And yeah, there's plenty of room under there, so hopefully it's easy. So with Holden Colorado, come with this drain plug here. So you might need a shifter to undo these, or pliers. Just take this off, it should drain out. Yeah, let it drain out. We undo this hose after, that should be a bit of coolant in it. And yeah, the way this is designed, it just sit on a grommet on the side, and yeah, we undo the top bracket and it should pop right out. So yeah, make sure you have a drain pan, make it easier. See if I can do, oh look, I can do it by hand. It's gonna splash everywhere. Let that drain. Just got to open up the top, just let the air go through. It's draining out a lot faster now and everywhere. The trick is to catch all of them, or most of it anyway. And because this is a different type of coolant, different brand, it's not recommended to use a different brand of coolant or different type of coolant together. So what am I going to be using is the coolant from Penrite. It's actually red, that one's green. So we have to pull out when we undo the thermostat and all that sort of stuff, so I have to flush out the system with just the water, regular water. it was mentioned that I'll remove the thermo fan that was on the transmission cooler, and because it was blocking all the air going through the radiator or the transmission cooler, as we're doing like 110, you know, on high speed. It's good. It would be good for like sand driving and that sort of stuff, but as all I could see, just a big plate with the two fans. It's probably better off be pulling it instead of pushing it in. And because we're replacing a thermo fans on the radiator as well, to it should be 3,700 CFM rated with the fan shroud that we're putting on. So each fan is pulling 1850 CFM each. With both of them, we should be getting 3,700 around there of CFM, and that should be plenty of air flowing through, sucking air through all this radiator and intercooler and the aircon condenser, and that should be plenty. And yeah, just the problem that I'm having with this car is because the stock radiator it's only 27mm core, and the fan that come with the conversion only cover pretty much half of the radiator. So you got this gap here that it doesn't cover, and you got, I'm sure you can see from the bottom here that it's only cover pretty much half of it. It's like another 150mm or 100mm sticking out at the bottom there that it doesn't cover, that relying on driving. And this fan is, I'm pretty sure, it's not as powerful. It's so when you turn it on, it's a lot of air coming through, but it's not whole heaps of air, like a lot of air compared to the new Mishimoto fan that I'm putting in. So you'll feel different, or feel it's different straight away, but the only question is we need to try to make the fan fit in there. So we'll see how that goes, because the fan are sticking out quite a bit, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of room in there, or not as much room in there as I can say. Yeah. So we just drain out the coolant, and we took the radiator out. I flushed the system by took the thermostat out and then flushed the water, just fresh water through the motor. So you gotta clean all that coolant out, because I'm going to be using this red coolant mix 50/50, and we are going to be upgrading the thermostat, as this one is 86 degrees Celsius. Going to be upgrading it to 71 degrees, so 160 Fahrenheit. So, and yeah, if anyone want this fan, hit me up. I'll be selling it, and this fits straight onto the existing mount. So yeah, if anyone wants it, hit me up. Take it off and put it on to the new one. So what we have to do, get a torque bit under the bolt, and just slide this out, and then this should come out pretty easy, and just bolt it onto the new one. And yeah, I'm gonna make, with the fan shroud, I'm making pretty much a bit of flat bar weld onto the side, so it clips onto the factory mount for the fan shroud, and then yeah, that should be pretty sweet. That should just sits in there with the fan. With this clips here, I'd say with the even a bit of flat bar weld onto there, with that clips there that holding it in, it might not be strong enough because the fan are pretty heavy. So I'm thinking maybe drill a hole and bolt straight through the back, just for it's a bit more secure, and also it's, you know, squash the fan shroud down against the radiator itself, so I have no gap at all. It doesn't vibrate around when you go on corrugation, that sort of stuff. So yeah, so just bolt it on like that. But I'm gonna have a flat bar onto there, and yeah, should maybe put a bolt straight through so it doesn't move. So yeah, came out pretty good. So this is finished product. The fans is in. 2 Mishimoto fan. So now we just have to put it in, and yeah, so because the fan is much thicker, so I might have to move a lot of this stuff out of the way, and yeah, see how it will go. So the radiator and the thermo fans is in, and the next thing is to put in, got an Aeroflow 71 degrees thermostat to put in. It's an upgrade thermostat, and yeah, just wire everything up, hook everything back up. So everything's all plumbed up. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to wire up the fan to the existing relay, and because I probably have to salvage this plug for it, but for now I'm going to use a crimps connectors. So just going to cut that wire up, get rid of that plugs, and then yeah, use a crimps, just crimp them all together. That should work for now, and then now probably on Monday or something I'll go redo that bit. Yeah, everything's come out, fits pretty easy from in there. Got probably about 30mm, 25mm clearance before it hits. But yeah, everything come out pretty spot on. Like the fan shroud, that should help with the air flow through the radiator instead of sucking air from the side. Yeah. So after the install is done, we go ahead and bled the coolant out of the motor, out of the block. So what we do, we turn the heater all the way up, leave the fan on 1 or 2, and that should open up our heater cool. And what I did was I filled it up with distilled water and let it run through the system, the water, and then we go ahead and drain it again, and yeah, that should flush out all the old coolant or the green coolant before. And yeah, once you do that, you drain out the radiator again, and then add some red coolant. And what I got here was when I brought a new bottle, which is 50 concentrate mix. So we're going to mix with distilled water, 50-50 mix. percent duty cycle at 96 degrees. So we're now currently at 93. So going 110 k's an hour. So when that hit 96, the fan will kicks in. You're seeing the difference in temperature already, like driving out of, normally I drive about 2 k's or 3 k's, just doing 50 k's normal speed. The temperature we hit 90 already. Now it's only got up to 97. And I've been out for 5 minutes already, so yeah, seeing a big difference in heating. Now I just got to go on HP tuner, so correct the fan to come in a bit earlier. So the fan will come on a bit earlier, probably at about 88, 86 degrees. Stop right there. We just came down, the temperature went up to probably about 98. The fan kicks in at 96, and now it dropped down to about 92. Still holding good temperature. This operating temperature on the LSA is about recommended about 110, 105, 110. So, but being in Pilbara, I would like it to run a bit cooler. So now it dropped down to 89 already, just stopping here without airflow through the radiator. So yeah, pretty happy with the results. So filled up the coolant, everything seemed to work fine, bled the air out of the coolant, and yeah, the fans turn on. Very strong fan, so everything works as it should. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See the fan turn on, and cheers.